Welcome back, Curry Crew. Today we have another delicious recipe for you. Now this recipe is quick, but it is absolutely delicious. So we're going to be making an amazing Suji Halwa today, and it is a great dessert to make anytime you have festivities going on, or you just want to make something awesome and delicious anytime during the week. So you definitely need to try this out for yourselves. So I'm not going to delay it any further. Let's jump straight into our video. So today for our Suji ka halwa, or as we say in Gujarati, shiro, we're going to start with a small pan, and into this we are going to add in a 1/4 cup of ghee, which is basically clarified butter. Now we've also made our own homemade ghee in the past, so if you want you can check out that recipe below or by clicking above. It is an amazing recipe full of some awesome aromats, so you definitely want to check it out. Then into this, we're also going to add in a 1/4 cup of semolina and give it all a nice mix. And then into this, you're also going to add in a handful of raisins and about 13 to 14 whole unsalted cashews. Now, once again, we're going to mix, and we're going to saute until our semolina is toasted. Now, this recipe is a very old recipe. There's been traces of it coming back to the 12th century in some historical accounts of recipes throughout India. There's also other historians who think that the recipe came from Arabic people who came over, like the Mughals, who came to India and brought the recipe with them. So there's a few different accounts of where this recipe comes from, but one thing is for sure, that this recipe is absolutely delicious. Now, once your semolina, cashews, and raisins are done, you'll know it's done when you can smell it, right? There's a nice pleasant aroma to the whole mixture that we've been sauteing on the pan. So once you can smell that aroma, into this we're going to add in 1/2 cup of milk, and once again we are going to mix. Now we need to cook out this mixture until the mix is well combined and it's not as liquidy. The water evaporates and we're left with a thicker halwa that we can use going forward, because we don't want it to be too watery. We want it to be nice and thick, and also we want it to bind together. Then once that's thick and once the water has evaporated, only then do you want to add in your sugar, because once you add in sugar, the sugar itself is also going to release water from our dish. So if you didn't wait for it to evaporate beforehand and then you added in the sugar, it's going to release even more water and it's going to become very liquidy. It's going to take you forever to finally get it to a consistency that's what we are looking for. So you want to let it evaporate first, then add in your sugar. So in total, we're adding in about a 1/4 cup of sugar, and then once again, it's mix. Now we're going to keep mixing our halwa and cooking it over low to medium heat until some of the ghee that we added earlier starts separating from the dish. So once you see a little bit of ghee at the bottom of the pan that has separated from the main dish, then we are pretty much at the point what we're looking for, and our dish is almost done. So once this happens, what we're going to do is we're going to add in a pinch of cardamom powder. You can either freshly ground it yourself by using some cardamom seeds, or you can use store-bought cardamom powder. Either is fine. And once we add in our cardamom powder, we are going to do one final mix. And once the cardamom is thoroughly mixed into our dish, we can turn off the stove, and now we're pretty much ready to serve. So here we have our quick and easy halwa. It looks awesome. It smells absolutely amazing. It only took about 10 minutes to make, so it was very easy and simple, but it doesn't mean that it's not packed full of amazing flavors. Simple can also mean delicious. So let it cool down for a few minutes, and then we can go ahead and dig in. So let's head over to the tasting zone where I am going to thoroughly enjoy this awesome dish. So guys, here we have our final dish. It looks amazing. It smells amazing, especially because of the cardamom that we added at the end. So let's dig in. I'm definitely gonna get a piece that has everything in it, with the raisins, the cashews. Guys, that is so good, because you have the delicious flavors from the nuts, the raisins, and the cardamom. It's packed full of some amazing flavors. So you definitely need to try this out for yourselves, and I know you're gonna fall in love. So try it out and keep on cooking.